Quickly, first, one thing is that uh, from our younger age, we know the milestones that the life is going to take us, right? Like you have to finish your public exams, 10th, 12th, graduation, get married, children's education, or like get a house. We know the milestones until retirement. Even if you go sit with a financial planner, they tell you about until retirement. And then what are the milestones after retirement, right? Like, where do I go? Like, suddenly you don't know what is the next milestone to reach. And in the process, we kind of get lost. Like, for me, it's like, there was once when I was standing in the beach, and this wave kind of caught me, and it kind of was sucking me into the into the sea, and I was trying to grasp the beach sand. And even while I was doing that internally, there was a little bit of humor in it, because it's, first of all, sand, you can't get a grasp of it. And second of all, it's beach sand. It's just like, it is not giving you any grip. So I think, so whenever I think about this space where there is no milestones to go ahead and you don't know where to start, it's like that you're trying to find some hold, and those holes are what came in through your answers, right? Which are transition, self, contribution. But there is more to life beyond just these. And what we are missing out on all of that is that with every ending, it's actually a cue for a new beginning. But in the process of getting a grasp, we are just narrowly focusing on one aspect of the beginning. And the second reason we feel that like this, why we are focusing only on this, and is that there are too many aspects in our life, right? There is identity, there is hobbies that we have kind of nurtured over the years or kind of left off. There are many things to learn still. Like, there are so many upskilling platforms focused for the 50 plus and 60 plus that are teaching them the new age tech and everything. There's so much to learn. And there is, of course, spirituality and religion and faith that is there to explore. And of course, there is health and finance, which we have been touching upon over the years. There are our people, like self. There are our people around us, our partners, siblings, parents, wives, husbands, and also our colleagues and other friends. And what is our relationship with nature? There are so many aspects in life which we don't focus on when we are trying to get this grasp in life, the moment we are trying to figure out what to do. So I think our research also pointed to this, that the cultural construct is that we focus on just finance or health or certain aspects, that we forget about the other things that shapes our life. So past is all about nostalgia, because when you're trying to start, where do I find my meaning, what you have with you is your past, your learnings, your strengths are all from the past, right? So we are first going to go into the past and get nostalgic. But the idea of nostalgia here is not to, like, oh, that day, those days were good, I want those days back. No, that's not what we are looking out for. What we are looking out for is carry forward those strengths and learnings and strategies that work for you, or the hobbies that you picked up and you left, things like that. And then we're going to reflect on your present. And present, again, is all about just gratitude. And the future is about regeneration and resilience, which regeneration is about re-establishing yourself, reviving your life, starting anew. Like I said before, you are reaching an end, or you have reached an end, and now it's time for a new beginning. We are conditioned, like again mentioned before, right? We are conditioned to go from one milestone to another. And suddenly, we don't know. When we say, we did this research where we asked people, what do you mean by retirement? Like, what do you want to do after retirement? We asked both youngsters and older people, because there are many people who are now wanting to, like, retire at 40, 45. Literally everyone across age groups said, finally it's a time that I can do whatever I want. But then, what is it that you want to do? There may be vague plans, but the moment the time comes, it's difficult for us to find that grip. And regenerative lens will kind of help you build that resilience, build that adaptive capacity, positively adapting to your future, whatever come may be, right? Biologically, also, there are many different ways you can define aging. One of the ways is your brain, and your gray matter of your brain kind of starts to shrink at 40. It's the natural brain's process, right? There's nothing right or wrong about it. At the same time, the brain can also expand. It has neuroplasticity. The brain can also expand, which means the more new things that you learn, new experiences you expose yourself to, new neural connections happen. And over 60% of dementia or Alzheimer's can be avoided even if you have that DNA in you. That's research, right? And in this, particularly music or dance, if you learn, your neuroplasticity improves a lot more, and your brain is more active, and that's a very active and healthy choice. And the newest evidence is that if you learn a new language, when you learn a new language, there are multiple parts of your brain that are trying to like connect between themselves, so that keeps your brain active. And what does that mean? It will have impact on the quality of life of that we all crave, right? I want a very good quality of life as I grow older in my decades, wiser into my decades. And that's what those kind of active choices will do. So as you set your goals, think about these activities. That's why I kept focusing on the hobbies, because many people, one of the first ways you can kind of build those goals is by anchoring to what you have already done. Like we came across this person called Party Chef, and what she did was that she hit 60, she got retired, and she didn't know what to do. And she realized that she knew surfing. Until 14, she was learning surfing, and oh, okay, let me touch upon surfing. It didn't bother her that I'm 60, I can't do surfing. She just picked up on surfing. Many of us have these kind of strategies and stories. Start from there, focus on. That's why we do the past, so that all the things that you missed out on in your past will come into your consciousness right now as you think about your milestones for your future.